Alright, so good morning everyone, welcome back to ChippysCouch. Today you join me for what may be the penultimate episode to our grand Thorium adventure. And what an adventure it's been, a let's play that started about 40 days ago, something that I've pretty much dedicated every single day to. Well, I'm not gonna lie, right, a little pat on the back for me at the start of this one. I'm very proud that we finally returned to ChippysCouch, and I did it with 100% effort. And I truly believe that. I've gone all out, and I'm very, very proud of myself. And I want to pat you on the back. Yeah, that's right. You can feel me reaching through the screen, I'm sure, you know? I'm proud of you. Well, I say pride is a weird word. I'm very grateful for you, for coming back to the channel. I know it's been a very long time. I know I've been dormant, but coming back with the same level of enthusiasm as you used to have, and just making this whole thing special, because ChippysCouch is not ChippysCouch without you lot at home. That's what makes the channel, you know? Nothing is pre-recorded, all right? Every episode comes after you lot have commented, and I think, you know, we got a good thing going on here, and I'm very grateful. So yeah, today will be the penultimate episode, and that's because it is my goal in today's episode to take on, destroy, take down, to harass the Empress of Light. That's right, we're taking down the Empress of Light today. Now, first things first, we've got to look for prismatic lacewings, and I won't lie to you, I'm very bitter about the fact that I didn't grab that one yesterday, because it's all I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about the fact that if I'd have just grabbed that, I probably wouldn't have to farm today, because I reckon, and this is very bold, I don't think I'm going to have to do this fight more than once. If I can get the items that I want, I think we're going to be fine. Like, the Empress of Light is one of those things where, because it has a harder version, if you've learnt the harder version, the normal version just seems like easy peasy, you know? Is easy peasy the right word to use? Lemon squeezy, you know? Maybe so. Maybe I'm bullying the fight a little bit too much, but it's easy in comparison to the harder version. But it is also one of my absolute favorite boss fights. I love this fight. I think it's so cool. That being said, though, I'm a little nervous that we're not going to get prismatic lacewings over here. Is it hallowed enough? It is hallowed, but it's like barely hallowed. We do have another hallowed area, but it is an area with NPCs as well. And I don't know if that impacts prismatic lacewings at all. Actually, do you know what? Let me bring some solution to the other one. I'm going to do this real quick. See if I've got some left, and maybe spread the hallowed there. Right, so here's what I'm thinking. We have this area, which we know does spawn the prismatic lacewings. But then we also have corruption this side. So I'm going to spread the hallowed a little bit more, like this. I don't really have to think about this too deeply, because it's not something that's actually going to impact us ever again, you know? This area is now hallowed, and that's fine. We're not going to be spending too many more hours on the world. You know, this is, like I say, the penultimate episode. Or hopefully, you know. I say hopefully because I want it to end in a bang, and I feel like it would be really cool if we did all the stuff I want to do today, and then finish off with the primordials tomorrow, and a little swan song, and a little celebration, you know? Let's slap a new relic on there. Okay, I'm going to quickly farm for these, and yeah, I'll be right back. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I don't know why I did that. I literally looked at it and went, shoot it. So, a little awkward, that's alright. Okay, get a little bit of this, get a little bit of that. Oh my gosh, I was literally just thinking, chances are, because it's a new night, it's a blood moon. I was like, chances are, it's going to spawn in real quick. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Well, hopefully, it shouldn't be too hard to get a prismatic lacewing now. Here I am being like, oh, it's not going to be a hard fight. I'm going to beat it in one go. No, James. You lie. You are wrong. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I literally saw it and went, shoot. I played too much Terraria. Do you know what this is? It's retribution. Revenge. For bullying too many, like, bunnies in the game. Like, it's just instinct at this point. I see a critter, it's gone. Right, so I ended up getting 5 prismatic lacewings, so hopefully more than enough. And I also went to the jungle, kill a little bit of time, and I got some live fruit. So we're fully maxed out on health. We've got good accessories. We've got good wings. We've got good weapons. I'm feeling very confident for the rest of the episode. Now, I did also enable a new mod, which I didn't have previously, called Less Pillar Enemies. Now, I didn't get the chance to do a test on it and see how it works. Like, how many less enemies? I don't know. Is it going to break the game? No idea. But I have got it so that it's hopefully more in line with 1.4.4. Because for those who don't know, I don't really like the end of Terraria all that much. Or I kind of didn't like the end of Terraria all that much. Before this update, there were just too many enemies per pillar. They were so annoying. The Moonlord was like a 30-minute build-up and then a kind of underwhelming fight for that. And then, after that, refighting the Moonlord to get all the gear, I just found a little bit annoying. Anyway, long story short, this is a good thing. Now, after we've done the Lunatic Cultist, I do believe we can start making Terrarium cores. Now, the thing is, I don't know which one we should go with. So, yeah, we need an Ancient Manipulator for that. And then we need Terrarium cores for the weapons. So there's an auto harp, surround sound. So this is an accessory. Oh, it's an upgrade to the Devil's Subwoofer. No way. Okay, that's a good one. There's also wings. Well, boots for the Terraspark boots. We don't have Terraspark boots, but I imagine we could probably craft them. There's a set of armor. Now, I don't know if this is a bard set of armor or it's like just works for anyone. So maybe this is good. This could be something you let me know about. Mouse, are you working? All right, Mouse is back. Don't even worry about it. Mouse is fine. He's still getting over the fact that he had to be bought during the Clicker class series, and so he was born in fire. There's also Terrarium wings. So I do wonder how many ingredients. I'm going to check real quick because this is a big component. Like, we can't skip over this. Like, we've got to make sure we're making end game upgrades. Okay, cores. So let's see then. I think we have most of everything, other than some bars. I tell you what, it might even be worth just searching the word bar and just crafting up every piece we have. It's like this. It's like, why not? Because we must have a lot of everything just kind of like scattered about. Like, you know, just picking up random things from random enemies and slimes and all that. So anyway, I'll do this. So when it gets to nighttime, we're going to be doing the Empress of Light. So turns out it's actually another blood moon. And we do not have a... I can't remember what it's called, but do you know the fishing thing that you get that skips time? We don't have one of those. So what I'm going to do in that time is I'm going to use it to basically just farm ores and stuff like that. So that we have enough Terrarium cores to make all the end game stuff. Because it should be fun. I'm going to check as well if... I might have to Wikipedia it. I'm probably going to wiki it. Whether we should make it when we're a bard or not. Because I know in some mods, I think it might just be Calamity. A lot of their end game stuff is not really like class specific. Also, I'm checking out this real quick because I'm fairly certain there was meant to be a new ore after we defeated Plantera. And this might have been it. I didn't see any in the jungle. So I think this is it. Let me see. The chunks. What do you do with them? Material. Plantera's defeat served to unleash this strange mineral upon this world. Yeah. So what do they make? Oh, I've got this searched up. Come on. Illuminate ingots. Oh, there is stuff here. I'm going to have a little look at this in a minute as well. So I'll gather up some of that. So one of the weapons we can now make is a strawberry heart, which gives life regen free. Now, we don't actually have any weapons right now that give life regen. So that is a bit of a banger. There's also the Idol's microphone. It's an upgrade to the microphone. This does 97 symphonic damage, releases a massive barrage of expanding sound waves. This gives empowerment prolongation free. That's pretty good as well, to be honest. There's also some other stuff. Yeah, I kind of assumed this would be like, just because it's pink, healer class, because everything in the healer class seems to be kind of shades of various pinks, right? That's kind of what I thought it would be about. So yeah, I'm glad to see that we got new weapons as well. So I don't think... I mean, we're kind of... Well, here's the thing, right? My main weapon that I'm using is post-mech. So it's not even like we've over-leveled past it. I think I'm also going to use this time, actually, while it's a blood moon, to very quickly go through the dungeon and farm out more ectoplasm. So I do think that's going to be important. What was it called again? Let me search it. Bars. What were they called? Aluminum summits? What? Alumite ingots. Alright, okay, that makes sense. That's why I can't find them, right. Tell you what, I might be able to make that weapon now. So, ingots. Let's see. How many can we make? Oh, we can make a whole bunch. Alright. And then we'll make the weapon in a second. It's very... I should probably do this in a minute, because it's a little bit overwhelming for the enemies and such. So, forget what I said earlier. You definitely can find this ore in the jungle. I was just, you know, I was being a little bit blind to ores. So yeah, I didn't want to go around spreading misinformation about ores here. So yeah, I'm just continuing to farm out just various ores. I don't know exactly which ones we might need later on, but I'm just like, well, if I just have a bunch of them, it shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, it's almost daytime. So let's go back when it hits daytime, and we'll make the strawberry weapon. So I feel like that one's going to be a banger. Life regen 3? Like, yeah, okay. The other one sounds good too. The one that increases your, like, prolongation of empowerment. That does sound very good. But I almost don't want to keep adding weapons. I know it sounds a little bit silly, because it's like, the more the better, right? But it's just like getting a lot to kind of flick between during a boss fight. So let me zoom in on him. Let me go make this. A cracked battle horn. Very cool. Okay, get rid of all that. So let's make the strawberry weapon. Here it is, the strawberry heart. Bam. Look at that. Oh my gosh. String damage as well. That's what we love to see, because we have string damage bonuses. So let's try it out. Not bad. Especially because it bounces. Yeah, this one's really good. In life regen 3, love it. What was the other one? It was the... Was it the microphone? Something like that? Idol's microphone. So you need Souls of Light for this. I will make this just because I feel like at this point, we kind of need to see it, right? I don't want to go rushing things, even though it's the penultimate episode. So let me buy some Souls of Light. Yeah, everything's easy once you can just buy it. Although we are now out of money, so that'll be the end of our spending. Let's dump that in there. Idol's microphone. Where are you at? Where are you at? It's because I've spelt it wrong. Classic. Bam. Right. So, let's see it in action. Ooh. Oh, these are kind of sick. You know what you should do? You should buff these, make them uncraftable, and drop them from the Empress of Light. There's my theory. All right. So let's give this a go, and let's see what it's like to do as the Bard class. Now, in terms of movement and all that. Usually, I don't really have a method. I just kind of get a feel for this fight. I just kind of wing it a little bit. So, all we're going to do is make sure that we are balancing inspiration. I'm really taking my time to make sure I've got some of these buffs. But honestly, I don't know how relevant they're going to be, like, to our actual progress. We shall see, you know? Will they be essential? I don't know. Also, I do need to flip the fight, so I'm off over here. I find the act of going through them like this a little tedious. So I think eventually I will boil them down to just say, like, 3. And I'll be like, right, these are the 3 buffs I'm going to stick with, rather than trying to, like, maximize it to get all of them. That being said, though, it is nice to have all of them. Now, the flaw of an Empress of Light fight usually comes down to, in my personal opinion, bad arena, okay? So you're going to be really careful when you do Empress of Light to get a good arena. You don't want to be doing what I'm doing, where you're just kind of like falling into the little chasms of the world down below. No, no, no. All right, that's bad Empress of Light behavior. So just keep that in mind if you're doing an Empress of Light and you're struggling. You're like, oh, I need all the tips. I only watch this Let's Play for the tips. If so, you've come to the wrong place. That's fine. Okay, wait for the inspiration to regen. Obligatory wyvern. I mean, it had to happen. You know? Just wait, you know? Just wait until you're doing a daytime Empress of Light. Then one will show up. Always. Okay, keep it going. Keep it going. This is good. Let's do some buffs. See, the thing is, because of that that one that we have, the microphone one, the buffs that we are getting are sticking around for longer, so it kind of justifies flicking through them as much as we are. I guess I should be careful when I actually fire, to be honest, because I don't want to be firing out when it's not even going to be being hit. Okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Fly up here. Yeah, we're doing great in terms of, like, actually avoiding stuff. In terms of damage, though, I don't really know. I don't feel like we're all that powerful. I think a big thing that we'll probably do after this is for the daytime one, I'm not going to be flicking through as much. Sorry, not the daytime one, the second half. For the second half, I'm just going to be more focusing on damage and dodging. Because I feel like if I get to the second half and I'm still, like, you know, mucking about like I am now, just kind of flicking between all the different weapons and such, don't think it's going to help all that much. If there was a bard weapon that gave better inspiration regen, I hope to find it. Because it would be kind of sick. Because here I am, the penultimate episode, and I'm still moaning about inspiration regen. Yeah, I'm going to really try and focus on damage now and dodging, rather than anything else. So the second half of the fight is, if you haven't done the Empress of Light before, the hardest part. As you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage, and I'm already dead. For the next one, I want to do silent. I want to focus. But I do have a bad arena. That is not helping. Right, so bit of a detour here, actually. I was looking up whether the Terrarium Core armor is actually the final Bard armor. And it turns out it's not a final Bard armor. And we're also missing an armor set. Yeah, so there was meant to be an upgraded set that I made after Plantera that I didn't make because I didn't spend a lot of time in the dungeon. Because every time I came here, I was kind of getting stomped on quite a bit. So I just kind of resulted in buying ectoplasm from the NPC with the white hair. So I've not spent a lot of time here. So there's an item called Dark Matter, and you combine it with Silk, and that's how you get the end game armor. Don't worry about the cultist. He's fine. So we need 18 bits of this Dark Matter, and then we can make it. Oh my gosh. For one, I'm very sorry if you left me a comment about this. I don't know how I didn't see it. My mind must have entered a fugue state every time I read the word Dark Matter. So yeah, that's so cool. So it turns out that there's this new armor set, and then after that, there's one after the pillars called the Shooting Star set. And then is that it? Oh no, there's one more after that. So, spoilers. This might not actually be the penultimate episode. How bizarre. Like, I feel like we've still got another episode in us. Maybe. I mean, I'm going to see how it goes. Also, it's great to see we're actually getting Bone Lees. I've been in here so many times looking for a Bone Lee. Haven't found one until now. Okay, this is great. This is good. It's good to know we've got new armor. Because I did think, like, we were doing really well against a bunch of different things, right? But I did think against the Empress of Light just then, our damage just felt, like, low. Like, it did feel quite low for the Empress of Light. Especially considering we did the Forgotten one yesterday. And it's had no trouble, not really. Like, we beat it on the second attempt. So, yeah. So, I think that's why I probably just disregarded the armor altogether. And I guess in a way, because I kind of cut away the dungeon episode, yeah, it probably makes a lot of sense. Well, it's all adding up now. Right, so we've got enough stuff. Let's head back home then and take a look at this armor. So I think I've realized now why I didn't even bother to look. And I think it's like, it makes sense, right? I was thinking about dark steel ingots. Every time I got one, I was like, oh, that's the thing that we got in pre-hard mode. Because look, this is what we had, right? It made the bone trumpet an iconic weapon. Every time I got dark matter, I was thinking it was this. So I think that justifies it a little bit, but do not be like me. Do not make my mistake, okay? Do not pass on upgrades when upgrades are good. So, let's actually sort this out then. So we want to grab, what's it called? It's called, I've got Wikipedia open next to me. Maestro. Maestro. Okay, oh, it looks fancy. Okay, so leggings, suit, and then we need to make some silk. So get some silk in here, get a whole bunch of it. Nice. And we need to make the wig. Maestro wig. Bam. It's done. I'm excited. I'm excited. I didn't think we were getting an armor upgrade today, so this is good. So, currently have 69 defense. Set bonus is the thing that gives you the 4th level of intensity on your empowerment. So, swapping it over, bam, bam, bam. 75 defense. And the set bonus is pressing the armor ability key will summon a chorus of music playing ghosts. These ghosts rapidly damage nearby enemies with brass, wind string, and percussion instrument damage. And here they are. Look at that. Can I spawn these in as much as I want? No. So I have a minute to wait for the next one. I quite like the sprite. I feel like the sprite's really nice. And the armor set's looking good as well. I'm going to turn off visibility on that. And that's just how it looks on the chest. No, take that one off. There you go. I don't need the Sea Breeze pendant anymore. Right, so we're into the second half of the fight now. Let's see if I can redeem myself a little bit. Because I talked a lot at the start. I said a lot of things. The word penultimate episode came up a lot. This won't be the penultimate episode. It's too good of an episode to make the penultimate episode. You know what I'm talking about, right? Got to space this out a little bit. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need to stop swapping weapons. That's my problem. And I know it. I know it for a fact. I'm doing all the things I would never do during an Empress of Light fight. I'm choking it. I'm choking it real bad right now. It'll be fine. Let's get a regen, though. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. My brain turns to real mush trying to commentate a fight like this. I won't even deny it. We are still alive, which is good. You know, it's positive. But, gosh, am I fighting like I've never played Terraria before. I mean, oh gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Right, so on that note, I'm actually going to wrap this one up there. Yeah, a bit of a weird episode, not going to lie, you know, all things considered. I did have like a chunk of time for today, though, to record, and I've already exceeded it. We're pushing like 2 hours on this recording. It's kind of crazy. So with that being said, I'll wrap it up there. But it does mean more episodes. How exciting, right? Forget about the fact that I talked a bunch of, you know, boastful talk about the Empress of Light and then got stomped down. Forget about all of that. Right, is there any more upgrades that you want to see me make? Let me know, because clearly I've missed some, and it would be nice to really round the series off having seen everything. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.